This is still my proof copy. I don't have my author's copy, but this is the new Believe in You journal. It's a journal to remember your magic. So I'm very excited about this. It has a little, so you open it up and there's this journal belongs to, and then there's our welcome page. Sorry, no. This journal belongs to, then there's the index page, and it shows you all 13 sections. So it's broken up into 13 different sections for you. And now I created this because on this journey so far, anyways, I've wanted this, okay? I've really, really wanted this because I'll tell you all the different sections, okay? So the first section is prayers, and it has an EFT script in it. So the prayers are up to you whether you choose to read those or you can substitute words, whatever. There's a little anchoring thing in here as well. There's an EFT script for like you're tapping in with your magic, because when I first started I had a hard time. I kept doubting everything. I kept being like, no, that can't be, and so this script helps with that. And then there's the gratitude section. So there's little spots for you to write what you're grateful for, getting you into the abundance mindset, right? So good. Then card messages. So when you have cards like this, right, you can write them out. You can date it. You can write them out with some of the messages that came through. Love that. Then we also have How My Magic Speaks. So this section is here so you can start to notice how your magic speaks through you. Is it maybe sensations in your body? Maybe you hear things. Maybe you like taste things or smell things. Maybe you just know things. Like how maybe you see them in your third eye. Like whatever it is, then this is where you would jot that stuff down. So you're like, oh, I had this vision come in. Like I would have written down when I had the vision of my doctor's office episode I had. There's a reel about it if you don't know what I'm talking about. But I would have wrote that in here. The next part is about signs. So this is just all the synchronicities. So like where if you got like 11:11 and the computer all crashed right when I was talking about releasing, and being patient for things to come through and all of that. Nature, okay, there's a spot for you to reflect on how you're witnessing nature and how the natural world is showing up for you. Sorry, I'm just like so excited about this. I just want to tell you all really quickly. And then there's this self-reflection section after that. So you can do some self-reflection, go into like, what do I need to remember? Who am I becoming? And then we have the higher self section. So this is where you can connect and actually commune with your higher self and then write down anything that you gather from her or him or they. And then we have the dream section. So then you get to write out all of the dreams that you have and any symbolism that came and kind of map it out for yourself. And then we have the let it out section. This is where we kind of just, if you're trying to tune in and you just have something on your mind and you can't move through it because like you're struggling to kind of tune in because you just have this thing kind of rattling around in your brain. That's what the let it out section is for. So you can just like get it all out. You could also, if you wanted to, it's not like perforated or anything, but you could tear it out and burn it if you didn't want it in the journal. And then this 12th section here is notes and spells. So here's where you would take any notes from like mentors or anything that you want to remember, any quotes or any spells that you like come up with or want to remember or that you create or anything like that. That's what this section is for. And then the coloring pages section at the end. So when you're feeling like your inner child wants to have some fun, there's coloring pages. And the best part is my sister illustrated this book. So all of the coloring pages, the little mushrooms and the dragonfly on all of the pages, and then the cover fully front and back. Absolutely amazing. She's amazing. I'm so proud of her. So we have the coloring book, and then that was the 12th section. It was the coloring book. The optional supports is the 13th section, and that's where I just share some optional supports that I've used, like kriyas, theta meditation, listening to music that moves your soul, drinking water with intention, cleansing your space, dancing, singing, shaking it out, things like that, and then just how to find me afterwards. And yeah, so very excited. You can find this on Amazon if this journal speaks to you. If that was like, oh yeah, I want that in my life and on my journey. You can find it on Amazon. I linked it on my website, so you can find it there. But I'm so excited. Mine is on the way. Because I order author's copies, it takes a little bit of time for them to get here. They're not as quick to ship them if I don't pay full price, because I get to pay my author's price. So anyways, point being is mine aren't quite here yet. But when they get here, I'm very excited for them. Y'all are going to be hearing about it in my stories, because I'm sure I'll be like talking all about it. I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. That's why, like, this is, and I'm not saying this to toot my horn. I'm not. This is a creation that literally came out of me, just like that one did, but because I wanted this. I wanted this on my journey, right? That's where this came from. Fully from me being like, this is what I'd like to have on my journey, because of everything that I've done and all the things that I've moved through and everything. Like, I'm like, I want to be able to write all this down. And the coolest freaking part about this is, like, this is like a legit book, okay? This is like a legitimate book. It's thick. It's like a proper book. It's huge. But the best part is when you're, like, once you've written in these pages, like, this book is full of you. It's all you in here. That means, like, you can look back and just witness yourself and all of your magic, and how amazing is that? That is so cool. I think that's so freaking cool. And I'm so excited. And I'm so excited for y'all who give it a go, because I think it's going to be absolutely incredible, and I'm so excited. Clearly.